Yes, indeed, I think there is a problem surrounding the newer heroes in Overwatch, and it has to do with their ultimate abilities and how much they lower the visibility on the playing field. Hello everyone and welcome to the Disgusting Discussions, which is a series where I talk about a certain topic in a video game that I care about and I want everyone to discuss down in the comments, and all the action that is surrounding this video is going to take place over there. So, straight up, I'm going to encourage everyone to leave their opinion down in the comments. I will be more than happy to discuss with you about the topic that I will be talking about today down there. So, without further ado, let's begin. So, what am I going to talk about today? Let's start with the main reason I am doing this entire video, which is I am on vacation right now. So, if you're watching this, I am not at my usual place where I'm supposed to be working, making cool quality, great content for you guys. I'm vibing somewhere else in the world and just enjoying life. So, in the meantime, I prepared this series where I don't have to be in my office to interact with you guys, so that's why I encourage everyone to go in the comments, because I have the time and I have the energy and I have the resources to talk with you in the comments. So that's why this is a very nice pre-recorded little discussion I have prepared. And now getting into the main topic that I wanted to talk about, which are the new heroes in Overwatch 2. I'm mainly talking about Ramatra, Lifeweaver and Kiriko, and to some extent Illari as well. So these four are the newest, if my knowledge is correct. And why I think they are so obnoxious and so problematic is because of their ultimate abilities that take half of your screen with their shiny effects and visual gags or whatever. Like, for example, take a look at Ramatra, where he presses Q, the entire battlefield turns into purple particles. There's no excusing how badly this ultimate design is, talking about the visuals, not the gameplay, because the gameplay is quite unique. We haven't got something like that before, similar to Lifeweaver, with no one in this game has the ability to plant a literal 2-meter baobab in the middle of the battlefield that will heal periodically, which is another unique perk. But once again, it takes up a massive portion of the playing field, not only being visual but also being an actual object that is on the field, blocking certain parts, blocking choke points, and blocking your life, basically. Illari is in a different basket, where she doesn't visually, kill your eyes on your screen when the action is taking place. It actually affects you only when you get hit by the ultimate, with the black screen, like, gradient surrounding when you get hit, which is very annoying, especially knowing that when you get hindered, for example, it's just a red name saying you that, oh, you're hindered, and maybe some small animation is playing. Similar to getting stunned, there is a little pop-up that says you're stunned. But when you get starstruck or whatever, when you get sunburned, you basically just engage in a smoke field or whatever. Your vision is heavily limited for some stupid reason, and I hate it. I honestly hate it. I don't know a single person that enjoys this kind of mechanic. It's basically a vision limiting ultimate, just in disguise of a little explosion on a timer that you need to do damage or whatever. I still don't understand how this ult works, by the way, but I hope you're enjoying this small Illari gameplay in the background. I tried my best. But yeah, and the last person that I left out is Kiriko, who is making an, shrine, I think? A soul shrine with light blue lights, with a little cute animal hopping here and there. I think it's a rabbit or something. But a plus side of this is it's not a Lifeweaver tree, so you can go through those little shrines, those little arches, and they don't affect your map knowledge, if you know what I'm saying. It doesn't interfere with the map geometry. But it's still a very big visual bomb. So, when Kiriko uses her ultimate, or as any other hero, there is the quote, right? You know the ultimate is in play, you know it's placed, you know it has its effect on the field. So, I don't see that big of a necessity to make it as visually, cluttering as it is right now. Same with the Lifeweaver tree. I don't see a reason why it needs to be so damn big. Like, there is no reason for this tree of life being so huge and covering literally 1/4 of an entire point sometimes, or even half of the point at some point, like some maps. Like, take a look at the Ilios map and the Well map, where if you put a tree on one side of this point, there's literally no reason for the enemy team to play there, and it's basically at the same time being a healing object for your team, and it's basically a crowd control tool for the enemy team that they don't want to engage in. So stupid, right? Going back to Kiriko once again, I would prefer this entire ultimate to be little bit toned down. You know how Sojourn has her ult? That's perfect in my opinion, right? Or Winston's ult, like you can blatantly see Winston is using his ultimate ability. There is no need for red particles around him, or there's no need for a title on your screen that's saying Winston is mad and he's hungry coming for your toes. No, there's no need for that because the design of that is good, opposite to what we have right now. And going back to Ramatra, I understand that you want to visually say to the players you don't want to be nearby this murdering Roomba. But you can convey this message with a simple ultimate quote that is, as you guessed, already existing. And there is no need for a shiny bright white light above his head just menacingly hovering and telling everyone, hey guys, Ramatra is here. There's also this nice circle around him, which is similar to Lucio's aura, and I think that's really neat, showing you the exact range of the effectiveness of that ult. But as I said, it's visually killing my eyes every time I play against Ramatra. Imagine 2 Ramatras on the field, that's even scarier. There's one more thing about Ramatra that I wanted to point out, which is the sound. And I don't know if that's only me, or am I just really picky right now, but the sound of this hissing when you're getting hit by the enemy Ramatra's ult is so annoying and so distracting. It's basically very hard to find yourself in the middle of the field when all of that is going on, especially knowing that usually Ramatra isn't the only player on that field. So by this annoying hissing, by the annoying overstock of the visual clutter, you really want to get rid of that. So you either run away, but when you're playing, for example, the best support hero in the game, Ana, there is no running away. You just die on the spot. Or you kill the Ramatra. But if you play this game for, I don't know, longer than 5 minutes, you will know that the strategy to take down the tank first isn't as optimal as, for example, focusing the supports down. So at the end, the ultimate ability is very powerful in a field it's really not supposed to. It's supposed to be a crowd control tool that, you know, you try to force the enemies out of your personal zone. But at the same time, it's making a beacon out of you that literally focuses everyone's fire on you. Going back to the newest addition to the roster, that is Illari, there is no need for that, you know, visual limitation of the black screen when you get hit. There is literally no sense with that existing, and it's only annoying. And it's just there for the sake of the new hero having something new and fancy, and I hate it. Just remove it, like literally just remove it. I can read, opposite to what some people might think. Yes, I can read, and I know when I'm getting hit by this stupid ult, because I also can hear it. Not only read the quote, but also can hear when I'm getting hit by this ultimate. So, at the end, I think the visuals are a little bit over the top. I think that one guy that escaped the Battle Pass creation zone into the game design, that puts those little random nitty-picky things like scaling up the Tree of Life to 200% or giving the Ramatra a treatment of 100% cranked up saturation and brightness, and the Kiriko that has her ultimate literally for no reason with those fancy arches. Like, imagine a Genji when he ults, he leaves a little shrine when he ulted. These are my takes about the visual clutter with the newer heroes. What do you guys think about this topic? And as I said, leave everything you'd have to say about this topic in the description. It doesn't need to be opposite to my think. You can say, yeah, I like the visuals, they are making the game fun, they are making the game unique, but I honestly don't think so, and I am very interested what you guys have to say about this topic. So this was the first episode of the Disgusting Discussions. There are more coming on the way because my vacation period is 10 days, so I planned around 3 or 4 Disgusting Discussions episodes in the meantime. So if you guys want to participate, then go ahead, and if you guys don't, then just, you know, stick out for the next episode. Maybe there's going to be a better topic for you. But for now, this is going to be it. Thank you so much for watching, thank you so much for listening, and as always, have a lovely day. Bye bye.